Okay, so this project involves taking out these juniper stumps around our pool. We had 13 of these and it was time to get rid of them. They had a disease they just couldn't shake. To do that, we're going to use this engine hoist, and you can see this is a 2.5 ton unit for the setting that I have it at right now, which is minimum extension, and it has a 3-ton hydraulic ram on it, and we're going to get it into position and pull that stump out. This is the last of the 13, and it's been a big job, but this hoist has helped an awful lot. Okay, so before we move the hoist into position, we need to put some plywood blocks down to support it. You have to support those feet so that the hoist can work against it, but you don't want the feet on top of the root ball. Imagine trying to pull yourself off the ground by your shoestrings. You're not going to get very far. You may be asking, why do this? Why not just dig it out? The answer is there's a lot of irrigation lines, low voltage lines, pool plumbing, all kinds of things underground, and the landscaper wouldn't guarantee he wouldn't break all of that. In fact, nobody would, and they wanted to charge an awful lot of money. I just borrowed this hoist from my brother-in-law, and a little bit of sweat and some time, we can get these things out of the ground. Okay, I'm going to move the hoist in. Okay, we've got our feet supported well. I also have an extra block here at the edge of the pool deck. Chain around the stump and hooked on to the hoist, and the hoist is fully compressed and ready to start pumping. The weight of the stump is several hundred pounds, and that's no problem for this thing. It's really breaking all the roots that are holding this thing in. These were blue arrow junipers. They were 14 feet tall. They have a pretty substantial root ball, and their roots don't go very deep, but they do spread out laterally. We're going to put this on the tripod. Okay, I've closed the air release on the cylinder and start pumping it up, and I will start to add tension. As that tension tightens up around that stump, it has a good grip on it, and you can feel that we got to use a little more pressure. Still quite manageable, and you might hear some of those roots start to stretch. Sometimes if you just wait for a second, some of them will break. Once we get this high enough, put a board under it, take up the slack in the chain, get it up even higher, knock a lot of this dirt off of the root ball, so we can use it for the next planting. That should about do it. Okay, I've knocked most of the dirt off of this root ball, and a lot of it was held on with this wire cage that was there ever since these were planted 5 years ago. They were 6 to 7 feet then, grew up to 14. Time to replace them. So now it's a matter of building my plywood ramp back up to get this out of here with all that. So one trick to help with that is to pull the root ball towards you and release the pressure. Set its weight down on the ground while you move the hoist into a better position. Okay, use the hoist to just lift it out, roll it away, and dump it on one of these carts. Got the cart at Harbor Freight for 60 bucks. And you can get these hoists at Harbor Freight too, probably a couple hundred, but well worth it. Saved me about 2,000 in landscape. Okay, they're on the wagon, ready to go dump in the woods. And time to clean this thing up, take it apart, and give it back to my brother-in-law. Hope this helps you if you want to remove some stumps without a lot of collateral damage, and good luck.